Well, hello, you are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 164. I just got dropped off by the Maine Roadhouse at Route 27, and today I'm doing a slack pack over the Bigelows. So this is going to be a 16-mile day from Route 27 to, I think it's called Flagstaff Road. 5,000 feet of ascent, but much less weight on my back. I think my pack probably weighs like, I don't know, 6 pounds or something like that. I'm basically just carrying, I have my quilt just to like give the backpack some structure, but I also have like just snacks for the day. I have a can of Coke. I have my water filter. I don't know. Little things. So my pack is very, very light. So I hope this will help my speed today, because 16 miles is a lot to do in this terrain. So basically how this works is I'm staying at the Maine Roadhouse another night. So I was able to leave most of my stuff in my bunk. Still carry my backpack, but with much less stuff in it. When I get to Mount Bigelow Avery Peak, I basically text them with my ETA and they come pick me up. Now, it is very expensive to do this, and I almost didn't do it, but then if you have more people do it with you, it brings the cost down. So Couch also really wanted to do this, so we're gonna split it. So it makes the price a little bit more manageable. I really wanted to do this because I wanted to stay at Maine Roadhouse another night, but I also wanted to put some miles down. And I've been wanting to do a slack pack again for a really long time, and this might be one of my last chances to do that. So I decided to take advantage so I can stay at that hostel again, because it is such a nice hostel, and it is a beautiful day to be doing my last 4,000 footers for a while. So I think Maine Roadhouse might take my favorite hostel place. Because there were some really great ones, but just in terms of like getting a really good night's sleep, Maine Roadhouse is great. And they had an amazing breakfast. It's $12, but worth every penny. So good. I'm 3 miles in and about halfway up the big climb for the day, and I'm taking my first break. And I was smart that I packed out a Coke, because that's one thing I've noticed that helps me power through these climbs is caffeine. So I am gonna have this to get me through the rest of this climb, and a snack, and that'll fuel me up, and hopefully it lasts till I get up over all of the peaks, and then I'll just be tired, but I'll be going down. So hopefully this all works out. So we all just went the completely wrong way. We missed a turn somewhere and we ended up on a blue blaze. I'm so glad they noticed it, because I would have kept going. Oh, wow. Oh, this is incredible. This is Bigelow South Horn, not quite 4,000 feet. This has got to be my favorite hiking day in a while. The trail is just, I don't know, it's just beautiful. And maybe part of it is just carrying less weight. It makes the hike a lot easier. But so far, like, it hasn't seemed like the trail is particularly difficult or technical. There has been a lot of climbing, but there's also long stretches where it kind of evens out. and it's easier, so you kind of get a break in between climbs. So that's always helpful. We're going to be making our way up Bigelow West Peak shortly, and that will be our first 4,000 footer of the day. Out of 2, we're going to be hitting Bigelow West and Bigelow Avery, and those will be the last ones that we will hit until Katahdin. So that's a big deal. The rest, in theory, the rest of this trail till Katahdin should be pretty smooth sailing. The other day, I planned out like every single resupply, which is like 1 until the end. So I had, I'm getting a package sent to myself to Shaw's. Brian is going to package it up, and it's going to contain all of the food, well, all of the dinners, I should say, and like drink mixes and such that I will need for the rest of the trip. So at Shaw's, you can do something called a food drop, where you put some of your food in a bucket and they drive it to the middle of the 100-mile wilderness and give it to you with like a cold drink. So it allows you to carry less weight through the 100-mile wilderness, because otherwise you'd end up having to carry like, I don't know, 6 days of food, 5 to 6 days of food, depending on how long you think it'll take you. And this way, you know, it helps save some weight off your shoulders. And I don't know how much it costs, but honestly, like, this late in the game, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get through it comfortably. So I'm planning to do it, and if somebody else maybe happens to be hiking the same itinerary as me and wants to go in on it, then we can split the costs, and that would help. But even if they don't, I think I'm gonna do it. So that means that, like, basically I figured out like all of the breakfasts I need, all of the dinners I need, and then supplement with whatever I can find at the hostels for snacks and whatnot, and I should be good to go. This is looking behind me on the way up West Peak. That's where we came from. Gorgeous. Looks like the summit up there. Looks like we're gonna have amazing views up there. Here's Night Whisperer and Hitman already up here. Woo! Number 60 out of 67. Look at this 360-degree view. Hi, Hitman.
Hello. Hello.
You're part of the view.
The worst part of the
My
view.
service is coming.
Hey, 0.4 to Avery Peak and 8.6 to the road. Nice campsite here. Tent platform. Very cool.
Oh my god, yes!
Made it to Avery Peak. This is number 61 out of 67. last 4,000 footer until Katahdin. So I have an 8 point something mile descent thing to do, and I have no idea what to expect with this because the comments say that it's not anything too technical, but it's very long and boring and a joint crusher. So I don't know how to estimate that. I'm trying to be optimistic and assume I could do 2 miles an hour since it's mostly downhill, but I don't know. So I don't know. I could get there anytime between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. Couch is a bit behind me, but he's typically been able to catch up pretty quickly, so I think we're hiking about the same pace. Got some beautiful things to look at on the way down, at least. Whoa. I think I just got my closest yet to ever seeing a moose. I didn't see it, but I heard it. Like, I just heard something like crashing through the woods. And it was different from a bear because it actually sounded like, like hooves on the ground, like pounding. So, oh man, I heard it and I didn't know because I couldn't see it. So I didn't know what direction it was going in because it was like so loud. Like I could tell it was really close, but I couldn't see it through the trees. But it either saw me or it sensed me or something and it just ran. I wish I actually saw it. I saw this mountain with the it looks like buildings on it, and I was curious what it was. It's Sugarloaf. That's where I camped like 2 nights ago. Pretty cool. I think this is the Little Bigelow ledges I'm walking on right now. On my way up to Little Bigelow, which will be my last Bigelow. It's littler, so it's not a 4,000 footer. After that, should be going downhill. Oh, I thought this would have more of a view, but I guess the view was the ledges. But that was the summit, 3,000 feet. So I'm guessing we start going down now? It's a little after 5. I think I'll make 6:30 because if it's downhill, I can pick up speed. And I think there's it's like 3.2 miles left. So I'm not too worried at this point about getting there on time. It's 6:30 and I think I'm still like a mile away. So I'm just jogging right now. So I'm not like super late.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I'm on Bigelow, spending lots of dough. You can tell by my slack pack I'm ready to go. Just did my laundry in my loner clothes. I'm always climbing up so many. I'm on Bigelow, always on the go. Got myself a shuttle from the House of Row. On the ridge, hit about 3 in a row. Pick me up at 6 'cause I love it.